I'm Rich Godby, and we are venturing into the heart of Wales to explore some of the most creepiest and forgotten places here in the UK. Abandoned mansions that have been left to rot in time. These places have stories that have not been told for decades, and we're about to uncover the secrets that lie inside. It's a 2-kilometre walk through this thick, dense woods to try and get to it and try and locate it, because it's not the easiest of places to find, as it has no entrance anymore. Gotta get low down under the trees and now over the trees. Oh wow, there's a big hole. And that could have something to do with the World War II, because this area was mainly targeted in the World War II, causing destruction and devastation everywhere in this area. This is so creepy and eerie. You can just hear all of the birds tweeting, and then it goes silent and there's just no one around for miles. And this garden spans 5 kilometres, so let's hope we're heading in the right direction. I keep finding on the way all these different little concrete plinths that are on the ground, which I'd imagine years ago would have been some kind of garden feature in this woods. And I'm guessing they would have had a statue or a fountain or something on the top. We have found it in the middle of this forest, in the middle of nowhere, nothing else around, and it has been completely abandoned. We're heading to one side of the house now. Not sure if it's the front, back, side wing, east wing, west wing. This place is huge, but we're going to head over there and make our way all the way through it from one end to the other so we don't miss a thing. This place is insane. There's all the trellises going up the walls now, coming straight through there. And this would have been the inside. Oh wow, you can even see down in the basement where it would have been. This would have been the floor years ago, and that would have been down in the basement with the arches. Take a closer look down there once we've got round to that part. There's no roof, there's no floors. You can see the remainder of the windows still intact, and the original door. The last family to ever live here has not been here since 1920, which was the day they decided to move out, because the government claimed this house for World War II and had Polish people living inside as a billet house. Just working our way round to the edge of the house. Whoa, and we've just come to this window and you can see straight through it a fireplace that is on the middle floor and the upper floor, and you can see where the floor has fell away. We've got quite a big drop. I believe we've come to the garden area because there's various features going on, and we've got this huge garden wall. But obviously over time things have disappeared and decayed. So now we've just got big jumps and big drops to get round to the next area of the house. Ooh. Wow. This place has just been completely overgrown by nature. There's bits of walls and steps here. Barron Hill Mansion was originally built in 1618 for the Bulkeley family.
However, today the house lies in ruins. During the First World War, death duties depleted the Bulkeley family fortune, making it impossible to maintain the house. During the war, Royal Engineers were stationed there. At the outbreak of the Second World War in 1939, the mansion was taken by official order for the government to temporarily house Polish soldiers who found the home too cold and intentionally started a fire within the mansion so they could be rehoused in alternative accommodation. The fire largely destroyed the interior and the outside of the house, but the soldiers were removed, but only to tents on the Barron Hill estate. The abandoned mansion has still not been restored to this day.
I'm stood on one of the last remaining floors that are in this house. It's such a cool feeling to think people walked here 400 years ago and I'm stood on the exact same spot. And this could have been somebody's bedroom, somebody's living room, guest room. I have no idea. There are so many rooms in this mansion and it has the ceiling still intact in some areas. I have no idea what this is. And it turns. If anyone has any idea what this is or what it was used for, please let me know in the comments below, because I have no idea. And it seems to be connected to these pipes that run around the house. Oh, it actually has one on the opposite side. It connects straight through the wall to that. And we have got room after room after room. The house goes just as far that way as it does that way, and that way. We're just still making our way through. I don't even know if we've covered 50% of this house yet. I believe we've found an easier access to get down underground into the basement. We're gonna get the flashlight out and see what's going on in there. Made it. There's multiple basements, but we're going in this one first. We've got the flashlight at the ready. Let's get in here now and see what cool things we can find. Whoa. This is very strange for a basement, or because that would have been under the floor of the house. This entrance is under the floor of the house because there are the beams that would have held the floor. And this side has steps to the outside. I believe it would have been a garden because I can see the old iron grate that would have stopped people from falling down. And there is this hook on the wall. I have no idea what that would have been used for. But just before we go outside, let's go over here and see what's going on in this other basement. This one is a lot lower down. And this one has no steps. Has a trough in it of some sort. And it's really dark in here. Got big spiders. There's no engravings. Looks like something was patched up there. And the floor. True mansion exploring. Never know what you're going to find. These are the basements. That one has no stairs. That's where I've just came out. And it's opened up into this terrace garden. This would have been a beautiful garden years ago. Not even that many years ago, just over 100 years ago, people were sitting out here drinking their fine English tea and probably clicking their fingers for their butler Geoffrey to come and bring more with scones and jam. We've just found another area that goes down underground. I'm gonna go find out where it goes. Let's go. This looks big. Let's go and explore this one. This looks super cool. In we go. Mind your step. Oh, wow. This passage does not stop. It keeps leading to the next passage, the next passage. We are going under the whole of the house, room by room by room. Where's this one going to take us? Let's go through here. We might end up under the kitchen or in the bathroom. It's full of mud. And a drain. And that has been blocked up. I have no idea. Oh, there's a bat. Can you see that? There's a bat in the corner there. Oh, there's another one. Oh, the bats seem to be happy down here. They've got their own home. I'm looking out for more bats now because I don't want to get caught by surprise and get one of them hit me on the head. Oh, there's another bat. It's cool, it's just hanging by his feet. I don't even know what he's hanging on.
Bats are not the only eerie thing that people have reported to have seen around the estate. There have been numerous sightings of a female ghost roaming the mansion. In some older photos you can clearly see a human-shaped figure in the upper windows that have made more than one appearance. What makes this even more creepy is the fact that there are no floors left in this mansion, so what could possibly be up there?
This would have been such a grand entrance at one point. Completely overtook and collapsed. Quite sad to see, really. I imagine on the front here there would have been a huge driveway where you can park your cars, horse and cart back in the day, and I would have thought there would have been a huge water feature which has now been completely overgrown by forests. Got one of the staircases that has fell down, which would have gone all the way around the outside of the room, all the way to the very top. We've come to the very edge and we found another building hidden amongst all the trees, just squeezing through all these bushes and bramble. Whoa! It's like the old cottage. This would have been a place they would have kept their guests in, or maintenance, ground staff. Anyone who worked here as a servant years ago would have lived here, and they would have just rang a bell or called them when to come over whenever they needed something fixing or repairing. Looks like an old engine of some description. And this, I have no idea. I've got this old trailer. With like a leather strap, which I would presume is for the horses. But it doesn't look like it connects to a horse. Let's go around and check it out. So I've got an old bed frame. No, that's the end of it. Whatever would attach to that with these huge old chains. And would have had 4 big wheels. I have no idea at all what this building would have been used for, but I can see a water trough here, which I can only presume is for animals or for plants. Maybe this was a big plant house. Definitely wasn't a conservatory though, because there's no glass, or anywhere glass would have been, unless it was the roof that is now gone. I've just come through some secret path and I've come to these 2 stone pillars. I believe this would have been the main entrance down to the house, maybe, with the walls either side. And there would have been a gate here. And now it is completely overgrown by trees. Whoa, look how high that goes. Got fireplaces. Look at the size of this doorway. Why would you need a doorway that big? That is huge. It is like a scene out of Lara Croft. There's just vines entwined everywhere. The house is 3 stories high, and in some areas it must have had a roof garden or a roof terrace at some point, which obviously has long gone.
Although the mansion may be left in ruins, the Bulkeley family have left a huge imprint of their family's legacy on the island. The family was so wealthy during the 16 to 1900s they imported palm trees from abroad just to showcase in their gardens, which still stand to this day. Not only that, Sir Richard Bulkeley's ambitious plans to build a luxurious, grand beachside villa was completed in 1832, just over a mile away from the Barron Hill mansion. The hotel was solely built to house the future Queen of England for up to 3 years, in his hope to attract more royalty. Over the years, this huge building has turned into a hotel which is still occupied today. As the years have passed by, the estate has been reclaimed by nature. Barron Hill Mansion holds so many stories, a lot that we will never know. Who knows what's out there waiting to be discovered next, so make sure you're subscribed because you won't want to miss what's coming next. Until then, keep exploring and see you next time.